Hello, everyone. It's Stephanie Stevens, and welcome to Live at 5 p.m. Today, our subject is going to be, it seems to be trending a lot on Facebook and YouTube, a sleeping drag queen. So that will be today's conversation is about the sleeping drag queen live performer sleeping on the job. Get you some right here on the Yo Girl series from Stephanie Stevens from a queen's point of view. We're going to join the week. We're all going to have a discussion about the sleeping drag queen. We've heard about the sleeping giant, but this story is making news right now on Facebook. The sleeping drag queen. Lord. I can't stop laughing about it. So I'm going to have the discussion with you guys today about live acts that, sometimes we're trying too hard. So let's just see, okay? Hello, everybody. Hello. And welcome to the Yo Girl series where you get all the latest information on all of the LGBT pronoun community. Things that are trending. So I'm going to tell you what's trending in the next few weeks on YouTube and Facebook, what the LGBT pronoun community is talking about, what they're concerned about, and all the latest gossip and tea on who dropped Kick 2 this week. So today on the Yo Girl series, we're going to talk about the sleeping drag queen. We're going to wait until a few more people come on in, and then we're going to get started. Like I said, so this is what is trending now on Facebook. So I found it kind of funny, so I thought I'd come on and talk to you guys about it. How you doing, Dawn? Hi, Nicole. Girl, we're having a conversation today on the Yo Girl show, on the Yo Girl series of the Stephanie Stevens show, the sleeping drag queen. Okay, so that's what's trending now on Facebook. It seems to be going viral everywhere. This performer who was live, she just took a nap. She had to take a break, honey. The queen had to take a break. She was tired. It's different when you think you go to the clubs and everything is set up for you. So you don't really have to do much but put yourself together and be prepared when you get to the gig. Now, it's obvious this queen she was the technician, the DJ, the background performer. She was the performer. She set the setup. She was set designer. She was the cocktail getter, because you have to have a cocktail or two to get on there. She had to research her songs. Oh, that queen had a lot of work to do. So she was found sleeping on the job. Now, I couldn't help it. And not only that, this is just what I heard. I heard she was snoring and speaking in tongues. That's what I heard. In Miami, she's from Florida, so they love to speak in tongues down there. You go to some of those churches, they definitely speaking in tongues. Now, like I said, we want to talk about this sleeping drag queen that was snoring and speaking in tongues. Did you guys see that? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dawn. I don't even have any makeup on, really. Thank you. Did you guys, Roma, did you guys see the sleeping drag queen? Today's show on the Yo Girl show, on the Stephanie Stevens special, is the sleeping drag queen on YouTube and Facebook. Hey, everybody. Now, we want to talk about the sleeping drag queen on Facebook. Now, first of all, like I said, she was probably tired, but I did hear she was snoring and speaking in tongues. Yes, I did. I heard that. Oh, you only saw the pic. No, I'm just saying what I heard. I only saw the pic too. I looked at the story and I read it. I know she's from Florida. It surprises me because usually Florida drag queens are on the job. I mean, you know, I ain't never seen a Florida drag queen fall to sleep on the job. Those girls down there are usually hustling. You know, like I said, when you have to be when now that you're at home doing your shows and you have to do everything yourself, you have to be the set designer, you have to be the DJ, you have to be the choreographer. A queen's got a lot to do, honey. Please check it out. The Sleeping Drag Queen. No, I didn't say Sleeping Giant. I said Sleeping Drag Queen. I know some of y'all thought that. Hi, Tom Paradise. How are you again? Edwin. So, that was what I want to talk about today on the Stephanie Stevens Show from the Yo Girl series. This is what I will be doing every week. I will be doing a new series called Yo Girl. And this is where I will be giving you my take on what's trending now in the LGBT pronoun community. Things that we seem to be watching and talking about. And then I'm going to put my own little spin on it. So we will all be educated and we still will get a little giggle out of it at the end. So in these times of us being in the house, I'm going to just show you what some parts, like if you guys have been watching on my Facebook page, I've been putting a lot of my podcast up. So you guys can watch and listen to me with some of the stuff I use in my stand-up shows. I'm still in Toronto, hon. I'm still here, Roma. I'm not going anywhere unless they offer me a job real quick in Las Vegas. They offer me a job real quick in Las Vegas. I'll be living in Las Vegas tomorrow, okay? I would sell this place I'm in and be in Las Vegas tomorrow. They wouldn't even, listen, the place wouldn't even open up quick enough and I'd be already standing at the door talking about where's the stage. Well, anyway, like I said, I want to talk about this sleeping drag queen in Florida. Did you guys see that? Tell me what your thoughts were about that. Now, oh my God. She must have been full. She had to have been drinking. For her to go to sleep on live TV, that queen had to be full. She had to be full. I couldn't believe it. Now, there is, like I said, she was doing a live show, and she was tired from doing all the setting up the props and the sets all day long and all that kind of stuff, and being the DJ. I can't help it, y'all. I can't help it. She was drinking hardcore. I know, Mama. You know what? She must have been drinking that Canadian whiskey or that or vodka. That's the only thing that puts you to sleep. Rum just makes you sort of whatever. But that queen must have been drinking hard liquor. She must have, I don't know what she was drinking. But she's from Florida, so they would be drinking what in Florida? What do they drink in Florida? What's the popular drink in Florida? For a queen to fall asleep on live TV in the middle of her number. I heard she was in the middle of her number and she just fell out. That queen was tired. I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all know who she is? Well, you know, does anybody know who she is? It was Vodka with OJ. Ooh, that queen must have had a lot of vodkas and OJs because, honey, she was out. Did y'all, if you watch the picture really close, you can see her snoring. Even though the picture's not moving, just watch her real close. She's snoring and speaking in tongues. I can see it. I can see it all coming out now. She's like, damn, I need a man. Damn, I need a bump. Damn. Oh, my makeup. Oh, damn. Just damn. Now, come on now, y'all. Come on. Now, y'all know a sleeping drag queen on live TV is funny as hell. Come on now. I couldn't stop laughing. Now, another thing is that, what was it? What was I wanting to say? They say she was asleep for 2 hours. So everybody on YouTube, on live, was watching her for 2 hours. But I heard the good thing about all this is that she ended up getting more money than any queen that has been performing live. She got $1,900 for snoring and speaking in tongue. Yes, this queen did. I wish I could get $1,900 for snoring and speaking in tongue. That queen was something else. She got $1,900 sleeping. So that means that you live queens, y'all are doing it wrong. Y'all got to come up with a gimmick. This queen has a gimmick. She rubbed her face and her lashes flew away with her wig. There's nothing worse than a queen with no lashes on and no wig. Lord have mercy. But Edwin, she got $1,900. Good escorts don't get that. Mainly the ones in Toronto. Hi, Aubrey. I couldn't believe it. She ended up getting $1,900 for sleeping. Now that is a good gig. I'm going to try to pull it. Yes, I am. I can't believe that a sleeping drag queen on Facebook Live falls asleep and make more money than any queen in a combination of shows all together. She made more than they did in 2 hours from sleeping. Now that is a gimmick and a good gig. I can't believe it. It seems that drag queens are making the rounds on YouTube. There is this drag queen apparently in Dayton, Ohio. Now, this is what is apparently happening in Dayton, Ohio. Apparently, the drag queens are so desperate in Dayton, Ohio, that they are now working, doing curbside service. That means that you pull up, a drag queen will jump in and out of your car. She will jump in and out of your car, providing you with all kinds of services. But right now, they're only serving food, beer, and food, beer, and liquor. That's all they're serving right now. But I heard that they were serving other stuff after 8 o'clock at night when it gets dark. Y'all know what I'm saying? Them queens is something else in Dayton, Ohio. Now, I have heard of queens doing curbside service. Now, in our neighborhood up here, we call that Homewood and Maitland. That's where the girls do a lot of curbside service. Now, that's what they're doing in Dayton, Ohio to, hustle a few dollars. They're doing curb service. That's where they just jump in your car and whatever you need, they will provide. Hey, Alexis, how are you? Girl, we were talking about the drag queen that fell asleep on live. Apparently, she's made $1,900 in 2 hours. Everybody just sat there and watched her sleep, snore, scratch her eyebrows, her wig fall off, and she made $1,900. Now, girl, that was the best. That must have been the best gig. Now the drag queens in Dayton, Ohio are so hard up that they are hustling on the curb. Girl, they serving beer and liquor and hot dogs and everything on the curb in Dayton, Ohio, the drag queens. That's what I heard. I heard that. Now, like I said, you guys are on the Yo Girl series. It's a part of the Stephanie Stevens show. So, you love when the wig came off? Oh my God. And she didn't know the wig was off. Now, this is funny. Most queens, if their wig falls off, they try to make up for it, like by just improvising when they're on the stage and stuff like that. Some of them have ponytails or no hair at all, and they just try to act like the Grace Jones or Sinead O'Connor. But most queens don't like it when they don't like short hair because they feel they look more like a man. So if they wear more hair, they look less like a man. But when your wig falls off, what happens? What happens when she looks back at this? I can't wait for this queen. Hi, Missy. I can't wait for this queen. Hi, Pamela. I can't wait for this queen to see herself on live on Facebook sleeping. And But think about it, at the end of the day, she's got money to now pay her rent and buy herself some food. The girl made $1,900. I wish I could do that in 2 hours. And I'm a busy girl. I'm just kidding. How are you, Pamela? Today we're talking about drag queens. It seemed to be trending on Facebook and YouTube. There's this drag queen in Orlando, Florida, or some parts of Florida she's from. She went to sleep on her live. She just starts, girl, she fell out. Yes, honey, she was so full, Pamela, she fell right out. She was sleeping and everything, and made more money than any queen has made, even in a group of queens live. She made $1,900. Hi, Kitty. How do you make $1,900 snoring? Now, that is the best gig in the world. I wish I could do that. I mean, that queen, honey, she's got it down. That's right, her blessing. You're right, it was her blessing. Oh, she said she only had $9. Let me tell you something. That's the way to do it. Tell people the truth. She only had $9 in her bank account, and she was tired. She was tired, and she didn't know what she was going to do. But you know what? The Lord blessed her in a certain way. He gave her the perfect gig. I would say that, the perfect gig. Mama went to sleep and made $1,900. Okay? Very few of us can do that. I mean, unless you're on your back, and then you can't make that. You got to do that for several hours. But the vodka had a twist. I wonder what kind of vodka was she drinking. I wonder what kind was it. Was it Grey Goose? It's probably one of them Smirnoff. You know, Smirnoff just knocks you on your ass. I wonder what kind of vodka was she drinking. I'm good, Paul. How are you? Now, what about the queens in Dayton, Ohio? The queens in Dayton, Ohio are giving curb service. They're serving beer, wine, hot dogs, and they're doing curbside service in Dayton, Ohio. The drag queens are hustling now. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're from Fort Lauderdale. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, girl. Well, I'm from Orlando, but I grew up in Fort Lauderdale and went to school in Miami. Hi, Edwin. I don't understand it, but you know, the girls in Dayton, Ohio, like I said, they're now hustling on the curb. They're giving curbside service in Dayton, Ohio. This is what's trending now on Facebook with drag queens. Like I said, thank you guys for joining me on the Yo Girl series. This will be a special series, a part of the Stephanie Stevens show that I will do every week for you guys. I will give you the update on what's trending in the LGBT pronoun community. And what you guys are finding interesting. And I ran across this, and I thought it was so funny, the sleeping drag queen. No, I didn't say the sleeping giant. Oh, she's from where? Oh, she's from Fort Lauderdale? Child, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale in Miami. She can't be from there, because we don't go to sleep live. I mean, but hello, if it made you $1,900, start sleeping. That's the new gimmick. Oh, you been in the garden, Paul? Maybe, but you're not growing none of that wacky tobacco, are you? El Jointo. Excuse me. Hi, Jay. Today on the Yo Girl series, we're talking about we're talking about drag queens that are trending right now on Facebook. As you guys have been looking on Facebook in the last few weeks, I've been noticing a few different trends. I noticed the TikTok challenge. Have any of you been doing that? And the drag queens are doing really well. I'm kind of shocked when I see some of the guys, they have beards and everything, or women. I mean, I don't know what the pronoun is, because I don't want to get into that pronoun of situation. So I see a lot of people with beards and mustaches, and then they go into their TikTok, and then they become women, beautiful women. Some of them look really amazing. I'm very listen. The trans women today could have their own show like RuPaul. Look at all the stuff that's happening now with the live. And I even like the local merch. Not that I'm promoting them. I like the local merch's idea of putting all the drag queens on performing, and they're having something like a little telethon. That is an amazing idea for the girls to raise money and get money for themselves. It's shocking that all these creative people now their ideas are flowing. So there's no reason you drag queens out there should not have your own TV shows. You're getting great ideas now. Look at this here, a sleeping drag queen. Who would ever guess a sleeping drag queen would go viral? And people watch her for 2 hours, scratching, itching, snoring, speaking in tongues and chanting. And she made $1,900 in 2 hours. Come on now. Oh, you're a good boy, Paul? Everybody wants to see me do the TikTok video, but I'm being honest. I have 2 agents, one in New York and one in Los Angeles, and 3, and then I have one here. But the 2 in LA and Los Angeles, they're very strict about what it is they want me to do. They have a real focused goal of where I should be going with my career. So I'm trying to stick to that. Now, the TikTok thing, that would be simple for me to do, but you've seen me in so many before and afters on my page. So that's about as TikTok-y as I'm gonna get. So, like I said, hi Catalina. Like I said, today on Yo Girl series, we are talking about drag queens that are now trending on Facebook and YouTube. Today, what's going viral now is the sleeping drag queen that falls asleep while she's live on Facebook, and she ends up making $1,900. They say she's from Fort Lauderdale. Now, I said I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. Drag queens don't sleep in Fort Lauderdale. It's too hot there in the first place, and second of all, you gotta hustle. Florida is a tough place. You gotta drive wherever you gotta go to get your hustle on. So I don't know how she was sleeping. Like I said, it's funny, you have to be the set director now, you have to be the DJ, you have to be the choreographer, you have to be the director, you have to be all these things now. Girls ain't got it made like they used to. Can you imagine the preparation you have to do to set up all this stuff in your house to get ready for a drag show, and you really only understand about performing? Most queens never take the time to understand lights or direction. They just go out there and prance around and think that that's it. And now they're having to do it at their homes. They're getting a real taste of what show business is all about. And it's not easy. It's not easy. So, because I noticed with some of your sets and your backdrops, yes, you're creative with your costumes, but you don't have the right lighting. You don't have the right backdrop to make your costumes pop and look right. You girls are something else. And not only that, you're sleeping on the job. Queens are sleeping on the job, y'all. My day's going good. Oh, she lives in Palm Beach County, but performs in South Florida. Oh my God. Oh, she lives in Palm Beach. It's money up there in Palm Beach. Well, she must be rich. And she only got $9 in her wallet? Ooh, that curbside service in Dayton, Ohio is not working. I'm just kidding. That's just how, Catalina, I'm surprised. How is it that you know what? It's a blessing. I'm not going to knock the girl. She made her coins, and that, good for her. Good for her making her coins, okay? She did it whatever way she knew how, and she made it, okay? And these queens that have been doing these shows, like 6 or 7 of them all in one pile there, and they can't even make $300. Come on. It surprises me as well why the people that usually come see your shows, they don't tip. The girls should be making good money. If you have 5,000 friends or 3,000 friends, you should be able to pay your rent no problem if each one of them give you $1. Hi, Essence. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Essence Nicole. Good. How are you? Now, that's what I'm saying. Each one of them should give you $1. But also, you have to understand that where's all your Instagram followers and your Twitter followers? Now, you girls should not be hustling this hard. I mean, I don't understand it. And for the girls in Dayton, Ohio, that are doing curbside service. Now, now y'all know I would take this and run with it. Now, first of all, usually curbside service doesn't start until about 8 o'clock at night. Now, over here in Toronto, because it's dark, as soon as the sun goes down, the curbside service gets going, gets kicking. If you know what I mean, the girls are clacking up the road there. You can hear them. Oh, my Lord. She supported everyone and didn't. That's true, Catalina. She supported everybody and didn't take herself so seriously. And God blessed her, and the only way he knew how, he put Mama to sleep. Mama just fell right out. Sometimes, who can't say that a little booze doesn't go a long way? It went $1,900. Okay, she got it, girl. Get it. I wish I could do that. I wish I could get $1,900 like that. Oh, y'all, excuse me. Oh, my Lord. And you know what? Let them talk down on her. She has went viral. And she's got $1,900 in her pocket. Now she can shop until she falls completely out. She can buy herself a TV. She can buy herself some food. She can buy herself some wigs. She can buy herself some more booze. The girl is doing good. So let them talk. Let me tell you something. Let them talk. She's got $1,900 and they're still hustling. They're still hustling. They're still hustling. And she's got $1,900 from her wig falling off, snoring, and speaking in tongues. I love that. I love it. Now, what did you think, Catalina, when her wig came off? What did you think about that? I mean, I know she didn't know that her wig came off and her eyelash got caught up in there. I watched a little bit, a few of the things that they were showing. And for you, you're up next, you drag queens in Dayton, Ohio that are doing curbside service. You know I can just run with this in my stand-up show because y'all are something else. Serving hot dogs and beer and liquor on curbside. The drag queens in Dayton, Ohio have, they're doing whatever they got to do. They got a new hustle on. It's called the Curbside Service Drag Queens. Oh, my Lord. Jumping in and out of cars, serving hot dogs, if you know what I mean. I can't take it. I can't take it. Now, what else I was going to talk about? Okay, apparently, drag queens in Dayton, Ohio are providing, it says here that they are providing a 3-hour show, curbside service, serving hot dogs, liquor, beer, and hamburgers. And they want to make sure that you understand that you need to tip when they're bringing the stuff to your car. That's how she is when she's awake. Catalina said that's how she is when she's awake. Her week, oh girl, she was so serious about being supporting everybody and sponsoring everybody. I watched a little bit of her with the blonde wig on, and they were trying to help her with the red dress and her bra. Everything showing. It's like, oh girl, what happened, girl? Why y'all did Mama like that? But she's $1,900 richer for. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, there, Catalina. Oh, it was the funniest thing to me. Now, a lot of the queens are you guys liking the fact that the queens are now performing live? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, for me, I'm not doing anything live because sometimes your live in your living room doesn't look right. And just in case if there's promoters and producers watching these live videos, and then you have these absorbent amount of fees or your show fees that you demand, and they see you on live, you're not going to get that. So be careful. But anyway, like I said, is now we know the Sleeping Drag Queen will be on every talk show coming up. I know that. I wish I just signed up for Zoom, so hopefully I'm going to try to figure out how that works in the next day or so, and I'm going to try to get her on there. Can you guys send me her name, exactly what her name is, and I'll ask her to be a friend on Facebook and see if I can put her on my Zoom channel, and then we can all sit in and find out exactly what happened to the Sleeping Drag Queen. We're going to find out what happened with her. I understand. I know people get bored. This is, when you don't have a lot of people, this is why we need each other. When you're at home, you're by yourself, or you're with just your friend or your neighbor or whoever's helping you with the camera, or you're at home with your mom and your dad, and they've seen your act over and over and over and over again, and they're bored with you. Now, thank you, Catalina. Anahi Santos. Okay. And they're bored with you. So now, without those other queens in the show and the other people around you to sort of feed your ego and feed and boost you up to say, get out there and get them, girl, go get the coins or whatever the situation is, you are now having to do the entire job on your own. That's tough. That must be a tough thing. This is why I don't go live. I see no point in it. I'm not hustling in my living room like that. You don't need to. I think if you got your friends out there and your supporters, you should be more personalized with them. And then that way you get more money out of them. Don't be up there dancing and hustling your costumes that we can see all the glue on and all the stuff on and all that. You don't need to put all that stuff on. For what? You're giving away too much for too little. Once again, us performers are giving away too much for too little. I think the live shows. No, the live shows aren't good. They're not. Listen, usually you need a comedian or somebody to set the shows up for you that's funny as hell, or somebody to tell the story about the show that's going on for that night. And usually the comedian can set it all up and observe what's going on, and then she gives you an overall analysis of what's going to happen in the show. And then she introduces the queens in her own funny way, and that's what makes the shows good. Now the queens don't have all of that. So we're now seeing, I hate to say this in some ways, some of the ladies' real talent. Without these other people involved and these other people helping them and egging them on, they're not doing good jobs. You would think they would do better jobs because they are live and they're having to sell themselves. That's right. You got to do different things, Catalina, to keep people's attention. This is why I do what I do. But I try to stick to the format of the Stephanie Stevens Show and add little things here and there. That's what the agents told me to do. And it's working for me very well. I'm going to be working a lot when all this is over. If I make it, pray to God. Ooh. I know, and also the girls don't look like they're having fun when they're doing the live. It's too animated. It's too pushed. It's not like when they feel like they're a part of a show, they go out there and that thing is in them. You know, that thing that we women have, or show queens have, that thing that says, oh, I'm going to go out there and let them have it. I'm a diva. I'm feeling fabulous. With the push live shows, that's what it looks like. It looks like they're pushed, they're unrehearsed, and they're like, girl, I don't want to do this. And if they're like that on live, people see that. People see that. So these girls have got to stop working so hard for so little. You're on there. How are you on there begging for tips and all this stuff? And first of all, you're stopping in the middle of your songs. You're turning the music on. Excuse me. The lights aren't on you. I haven't seen one queen yet, but the ones on local merch have some of them have the right lighting in front of them. Lighting is supposed to be in the front of you. You drag queens that have these fabulous costumes on and no lighting. You didn't even put a lamp on or nothing. I don't understand it. You got so much YouTube knowledge in front of you on how to light yourselves. I'm not lighted because I'm not performing. I'm sitting here talking to you. So it's better for me to be under a soft light, if you know what I mean. I don't have all that makeup on today and all that. So understand your lighting when you're doing the live shows, ladies. The Sleeping Drag Queen had the perfect lighting. She got $1,900. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Catalina. I hope I make it too. I mean, I haven't been outside. I haven't been having no contact with anybody. No hookups or none of that stuff because I'm scared. And my sister's been on the phone every day to make sure that I stay in this house because she know me. I like to run outside in a minute. Thank you, Essence. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yesterday was Easter, or the day before yesterday. I can't remember. It's so weird how time seems to be merging now together that I can't remember what day it is from another day because I'm just in the house. If I don't look at the calendar or the clock or the news, I don't know where the hell what day it is. I know what time it is, but I don't know what day. It's funny. I mean, before I didn't have Alzheimer's. I think I got it now. Hi, Robert. How are you? Today on the Stephanie Stevens Show, we are on the yoga. This is a Yo Girl series. This is part of the Stephanie Stevens Show that I'm doing each week. I'm going to be talking to the LGBT, what's trending in the LGBT pronoun community. Now, what seems to be on Facebook and YouTube and all over the internet is about this sleeping drag queen. She slept for 2 hours and people just watched her snore and chant in tongues, and she ended up making $1,900, more than any queen on Facebook. Now, even out of a group of people, she made more money than any drag queen hustling, performing. She was just asleep. So people paid her to watch her sleep. In the middle of it, of course, her eyelash comes off. She scratches it off, and then her wig falls off, and she doesn't even know any of this. And it's quite hilarious. So, and the fact that she didn't even try. She just told people at the beginning of the video that she only had $9 in her wallet and in the bank. She only had $9 in the bank, and God blessed her. She couldn't do anything else, but she had been drinking heavily. And like I said, most queens now that are doing live, they're having to do their own setup, so they're now the set director, they're the choreographer, they're the director, and they're the performance person, and they're the DJ. So she was tired from doing, hi Jules, she was tired from doing all that work. So, like I said, no, she's the sleeping drag queen, not the sleeping giant. But she made $1,900 from sleeping on Facebook. Good for you, girl. Good for you. I wish I could make $1,900 from just sleeping in 2 hours. Oh. I know all the days seem to be just running into each other. Like, you think it's Tuesday and it's actually Thursday, or you think it's a Monday and it's Sunday, and you're thinking, what is this? This coronavirus has to go away very soon, because we all need to get back to work, because now I'm really starting to see exactly how silly some of the queens are, and including myself. And it's funny. We're watching now some of the divas perform live. Now, some of the queens I have looked up to for years live. And I watch them on live and I'm thinking, not that I'm going to say anything bad about them, but I think to myself, I've admired you for years. I've looked up to you for years. And this is what you have to offer. That's right. What a whole drag show makes in 3 hours, that queen made in 2 hours. And this is talent from the bar in most drag shows. Yeah, you're right. You're so right, Catalina. She made more money than what most drag shows pull in a show in 1 hour. I mean, in 3 hours. That's true. One day at a time, that's right. That's what I say. One day at a time. I sat back and I thought to myself, why is it, where did this virus come from? And two, how are we really handling the situation mentally, physically with this virus? I'm sure we're going to talk about all this afterwards and understand the mental impact this is having on all of us. Because drag queens have the biggest egos in the world. And for them to be stuck in the house with no man, just very little booze left, no makeup, and no stage, nobody saying you're fabulous, you're beautiful, these queens are going mad. Or they're sleeping on the job. I'm just kidding. No, well, good for her. Anaya, I think that's your name. Good for you, girl. Miss Palm Beach. Good for you. Sleeping on the job and making $1,900. Good for you, girl. Hi, India. So, thank you guys for joining me here on the Yo Girl series of the Stephanie Stevens Show. Each week, I will be giving you what's the latest trending on Facebook and YouTube on the LGBT pronoun community. So today I had on my show a little bit of the conversation about the sleeping drag queen, the drag queen that went to sleep live and ended up making $1,900, more than any drag show on Facebook so far. So thank you guys. You guys were so informative to let me know where she's from. So I'm going to reach out to her now that I have my Zoom channel. Once I figure out how it works, I'm going to try to have her on so we can talk about exactly what happens. I mean, I know what happened. She was tired from doing this setup. She was stressed because of no money and everything. But at the end of the day, God blessed her in some form or another. The only way he knew how. He put mama to sleep, and she ended up making $1,900. So good for Miss Anaya and Miss West Palm in Palm Beach, Florida. Good for you, girl. Get it. Thank you, Essence. Thank you so much. So I just wanted to talk about that. Another thing that's trending on Facebook as well is drag queens in Dayton, Ohio that are hustling curbside service. You pull up and they jump in your car and take your order, if you know what I mean. Now, apparently they are serving hot dogs, beer, liquor, hamburgers to people that are looking for curb service. So that's what they're offering in Dayton, Ohio. The drag queens in Dayton, Ohio are offering curb service. So, I mean, I don't know it would probably reminds me of something like Happy Days, when the girls used to rollerblade up to the cars with your food and stuff. I wonder, can you imagine a drag queen coming to your window, dropping off your hamburger, and she forgot the ketchup? Can you imagine a drag queen jumping in the car with you to serve you your hamburger and french fries? I think that's a great idea. Curb service. But I'm not sure. I mean, but the drag queens in Dayton, Ohio are making money. I guess a girl's got to hustle the way she's got to hustle. You got to get it. But is it hot in Dayton, Ohio? Is it hot there or cold? Does anybody know if it's hot or cold in Dayton, Ohio? I was trying to look at my other TV there and try to see see something. Is it hot or cold in Dayton, Ohio? For the drag queens to be doing curb service, that means that it's either hot or it couldn't be too cold. I mean, how do you walk in snow and high heel shoes? So I don't know how they could be doing curb service. And most drag queens like to be naked. Now, these bathing suit things with the beads on it and all this. I don't know. Anyway, I'm being silly. But today's show was all about the sleeping drag queen. And now I'm talking about the drag queens in Dayton, Ohio that are offering curb service. That means that drag queens are on the hustle everywhere. I see them all over Facebook and YouTube hustling, trying to make dollars. What do you guys think about that? You think that's okay to be hustling dollars on the curb in Dayton, Ohio? Hi, Al. Now, we talked about the sleeping drag queen, and they gave me a few hints why she said that she was tired and she didn't have much money left. And at the end of the day, she ended up winning because she ended up making $1,900, more money than any live performer has made yet, even in a group on Facebook. So I found that amazing. So my hat's off to you, girl. My hat off to you. Good for you. Miss Anaya from Palm Beach, Florida. You know, I'm from Orlando. I was born in Orlando, but I grew up in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, so I know the tea. Okay? Hi, Michael. I haven't seen you in a long time. Michael, how you doing? How's everything up there? But anyway, so like I said, today on the Yo Girl series, we were talking about the sleeping drag queen that fell asleep during her live performance on Facebook. And everybody is trying to explain why it went viral and why it's what's trending now on Facebook and YouTube. So I wanted to have the conversation here on the Stephanie Stevens Show about that. So we got to educate a few people about how it came about and what was really, I'm going to try to have her, like I said, on my Zoom channel so we can talk and find out what really happened with her. Like I said, today, you know, most queens have to be the director, the DJ, the sound person, the backstage person, and they have to perform and all this stuff. So I'm now watching all of the live, and I'm seeing where all the issues are, and I understand that most queens only focus on themselves and their talent, or whatever it is that they have to offer. So without the backdrop of, it just goes to show you in show business, you need the sound people, you need the lighting people, you need these people that make you look great as a celebrity or a performer you're trying to be. So we need to understand that we need to have a better respect also down the road for the people that work behind the stages and work on the stages to help us look the way we do. Now, I'm not here advocating for that, but it brings to my attention that this is now something we should be thanking people for doing for us in the clubs instead of just taking it for granted. Okay, like I said, is the sleeping drag queen tonight was from Palm Beach, Florida, and she said at the beginning of her video that she wasn't taking herself too seriously and she was there to support all the other girls, and that she really was there to hustle a few dollars as well, and she only had $9 left in the bank, and she was just trying to do something to sort of make herself feel good and to make a few dollars. And at the end of the day, she ended up going to sleep during her live, and they say she was snoring and chanting in tongues. Wig fell off, and her eyelashes, she scratched her eyelashes off. But at the end of the day, she ended up winning. She made $1,900 from people watching her on Facebook and YouTube for 2 hours. She ended up making $1,900. So good for you, Anaya. Good for you, Miss Palm Beach. Good for you. Now, that is what was trending today on Facebook. So I wanted to talk about that. And there's another one that's trending, is the one about drag queens in Dayton, Ohio doing curbside service. So the bars might be closed, but the queens are serving the liquor and the hot dogs and the hamburgers. So if you're interested, making sure you guys support the queens in Dayton, Ohio, because they're hustling hard. The queens on Facebook, period, are hustling with their lives. I just think that they should if you're going to do the live, put a little bit more effort into your lives to make it more interesting. Your costumes aren't reading the way they're supposed to read, and your hair and your makeup. Sometimes, you know, on real TV or real live, you can't be on there with all this hair and all this stuff. You, come on. We don't want to see Dolly Parton live standing in her backyard looking like Dolly Parton that we see on the stage. We know if she's live in her backyard, she's going to look like she's in her backyard just gardening. So you ladies, if your lighting is not right on your live, and you don't have a DJ and you're walking in and out of the frame, and the only thing we're seeing is this tacky backdrop that you got, or I don't mean tacky, I meant backdrops that don't look quite professional. And then you're trying to look professional. Rethink all of this. Don't give away too much. Some of you are giving away way too much. So that's just my advice. Right here on the Yo Girls series, what's trending in the LGBT pronoun community? I'm Stephanie Stevens. So thank you guys so much for being on my show today. We were talking about the sleeping drag queen. Like I said, not the sleeping giant, the sleeping drag queen. It was fabulous. It caught my attention on Facebook. So I thought I'd come on today and talk about that. So, hi. Oh, hi, Tao. How are you? How's my daughter doing? Hi, Chadwick. So that is why I was on today, is to talk about the drag queen that went live, and now she's viral because she fell asleep in her live, and they said it was the orange juice and vodka. And y'all know I like drinking vodka and cranberry. Oh, thank God I don't drink that much. Her nerves must have been really shot. She must be stressed right the hell out. That queen. But anyway, she's $1,900 richer for it. Okay, so thank you guys so much. How you guys doing? What's going on, Tao? I see you putting all the Miss Universes and Miss together. I see you putting all the hair and the makeup together on the girls and the videos. I see all that. So now we're into, how many months has this been now since we've been quarantined? How many months? Does anybody know? Anybody know how many months we've been quarantined? Anybody gonna tell me how many months? Well, anyway, for me, it seems like it's been 4 months, 3-4 months. I know it hasn't been that long, but it seems like we've been quarantined for at least 3 months or 4 months. It seems like that. I guess because maybe I'm stuck in the house. But like I said, I want to just say thank you guys for coming on today on the Stephanie Stevens Show. I'm going to start doing a small segment of my show called the Yo Girl series, where I focus on what's trending now in the LGBT pronoun community, and I'm gonna give you the latest on what we're all talking about and what we're laughing about, things that are uplifting us and things that make you feel good and make you smile during these trying times that we're in. Oh, 1 month. We've only been in this 1 month, Mama? Oh, that is crazy. Oh my God. It seems like we've been in this for like months. Oh, this corona has got to go away. I don't know who did it. I see China is on. You know what? I'm not going to get into that political thing because this is supposed to be about what's trending in the LGBT pronoun community. So I don't want to talk about I'll do that another day where I talk about, I'll have advice for us when it comes to being political. I'll do a show on that. But today, it's all about the sleeping drag queen and the drag queens in Dayton, Ohio hustling, and the live performers on Facebook Live. So I wanted to talk about, just to understand what everybody is watching, what else is trending on Facebook, Roma? What else is trending with drag queens on Facebook? I know a lot of people are talking about the live. The opinions are so mixed about should the queens be live or shouldn't they be live? And it seems to be leaning more towards a negative fact. I think because the queens don't look quite the way they should look, so people aren't willing to watch. It's like, when, like, let's say if I want to, for me, to be honest, if I had to choose between Let's Make a Deal and The Price is Right, I switch what's his name off in a minute. I love watching Drew Carey, so I would turn what's the other boy name? See, I can't even remember his name. Off because I'm more interested in watching Drew Carey. That's with any show. Now, what I don't understand is, how is it that these queens, some of them have thousands of followers, but yet they can't get anybody to watch their shows live in their house and won't tip them? I don't understand it. I've seen some of the divas. I've seen one or two of the divas that are doing really well. I'm not going to pick nobody out because I don't want to say that these are my favorites. But there's one or two divas that are slaying it. Trust me. And one is reigning right now. She's very good. And I ain't going to say who she is, but she's fabulous. And she's white, but she's tearing it up. And there's a black one too. There's a couple of divas. I'll just say divas. I don't want to put race involved. A couple of divas that I look up to. One is reigning now. They're doing fantastic jobs with their lives, and they're making money. So some of these queens need to be watching how they do things. Don't be doing these things in your living room without the proper lighting and without without somebody playing your music. You walking in and out of the frame, and we now can see all the glue on your costumes and stuff, and you don't realize that we can see this stuff. So I'm just saying, in general, be careful, ladies, when you're doing the live. If you don't have somebody helping you, a family member, your boyfriend, or one of your sister friends, don't be doing live and walking up to the camera, because we can see all your beard line as well. We can see all the imperfections. And if we look up to you as celebrities, you need to try to maintain that look. Whether you're a famous drag queen or you're a superstar. You're never going to see Janet Jackson, Tina Turner, Diana Ross, or any of them, Patti LaBelle, Dolly Parton, or any of them dancing in the living room. Be careful how you're showing your art. Be careful. You can do it to a minimum, and this way it delivers a stronger message. But don't be in there full out dancing and kicking. What are you doing? Don't do that. You don't need all of that kicking and spinning and doing all that. You don't need to do that. We know you are not on no stage. So stop trying to impress us. Stop trying to sell it. We've already seen your act, seen your videos. Why don't you put some links to your videos in your pages? Links to what you've done from before. We'd be more appreciative of that. Don't be trying to show us you lip syncing some slow song and selling it to us in the dark in your living room. That ain't working. I've seen you. I've seen y'all. Don't do that. I've seen y'all trying to sell a slow song that's very powerful from the artist in the dark. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Show you performing on some stage from 4 in a club. That would make more sense. Try to get you some money, go on and talk to your audience. And then try to show, say I'm going to show my videos now. Show a little clip of your video, you dancing or something and carrying on. But you're talking to your audience like I'm talking to you now. A lot of you are listening to me, and I know that today because I can see I got a lot of attention today from doing the Yo Girl series. I'm going to do this each week so I can tell you what's trending in the LGBT pronoun community. So I want you queens out there to tune in so you can give me the latest on what I should be talking about. I'll be watching Facebook hard. I've been watching a lot of you. A lot of you are fantastic and you're trying really hard. But some of you are trying too hard. Too hard. So remember, you're in your living room. People are not going to look at us the same. When you're on a stage in a bar, people look at you as a celebrity or performer and they think it's fabulous. But when you're standing in your living room talking about girl and all this stuff, don't nobody want to hear that. People want to remember you for how fabulous you are on the stage. So don't be showing you in your living room with these... Anyway, don't do it. If you're going to do it a little bit more professional and don't give it all away. Don't do that. Okay? But anyway, I love you, queens. I love you, queens. I love what you're doing. But our art is for the stage. Just like any celebrity, their performances are for the stage. It's different if you're singing live and all this stuff. Y'all know us. Some of us are too close to the camera, number one, because we don't have the right lighting and all this makeup on. Understand your lighting, understand the message you're trying to get across to your audience, and understand what it is that you want to benefit from that performance or that broadcast. For me, it's simple. I wanted to entertain you, and I wanted you guys to be up to date on what's trending on Facebook. So the show today had a message. The sleeping drag queen. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for coming on. I hope you enjoyed the Yo Girl series, part of the Stephanie Stevens show. We were talking about the sleeping drag queen today that ended up earning $1,900 for sleeping on her live performance on Facebook. Also, we were talking about the drag queens in Dayton, Ohio. They're hustling curbside service, where they're offering curbside service for anyone that's interested in liquor, beer, hot dogs, hamburgers, and whatever else. They're hustling in Dayton, Ohio, y'all. So thank you guys so much for joining me here live on the Stephanie Stevens show. And this is the Yo Girls series, where each week I will pick out a few different things that are trending now on Facebook and YouTube, and we will have an open discussion about your thoughts and my thoughts, my advice on what the situation was. And today we were talking about the sleeping drag queen, and at the end of the day, she won. No matter what, she might have been sleeping, her wig fell off, she was speaking in tongues and snoring. She won $1,900. So, all right, guys, what else is happening in the news? What else is going on with you guys? Anything going on? Hi, Della. How are you? I know I'm dressed down today. I wasn't putting anything on today. I was like, this is it. What are you guys up to? I want you guys to share this show if you can. Can everybody please share the show today? That would be great. Thank you. What else is happening? What's going on, Tao? I see you're watching. You're not saying anything. I asked you about the Miss Universe. What's going on with you? You doing those hair and those makeups? So what is going on with everybody? So if nobody's going to talk, then I'm going to sign off. Well, anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching the Yo Girls series as part of the Stephanie Stevens show. Each week I'll be bringing something new to you on what's trending on Facebook and YouTube. And today, the sleeping drag queen and was trending on Facebook, and drag queens in Dayton, Ohio giving curbside service. Oh, you did in the beginning. Oh. Okay. It's, I understand that this business, we need money. We need, us queens, we have, trust me, we know how to hustle when it comes to it. If you know what I mean, Catalina. We've done it all to either be in pageants or get money for shows or get money for a rent. You know what I'm trying to say. We've done it all. So queens should have a little bit better of a hustle now. They've had a lot of time to understand that the art of female impersonation is not easy. This is not easy. And mainly if some of you live as trans women or trans men or whatever the pronoun is that you're living under, and you're in the entertainment field, this is not easy. This is not easy. This is if you don't have something to say and message, advice, or something really to say, whether you're performing or not on live or just on the stage, what's the point of you entertaining? You have to have a message when it comes to your art and your performance. It's that simple. Whether you're dancing up a storm or you're just standing there lip syncing, trying to sell it, give your soul, your heart, You have to have what do they call it? You have to have a story. You have to have a message. So you ladies standing in your living room trying to perform, knowing that you're uncomfortable and there's no audience. There's no audience. So what are you feeding off of? That means that now you have to get everything in you to deliver. It's hard. This is not easy. Can you imagine performing in your living room in front of this set you done built? You're trying to DJ at the same time and no audience. And you're trying to sell us something on Facebook and YouTube and hustle a dollar, and you can't even deliver what you're supposed to deliver because there is no audience for you to feed off of, and you are now you're tired from setting the setup, DJing, getting the choreography together, thinking about what you're going to do and what you're going to say. You got too much to do. I can't even do all that. I can't even do all that. This is why I sit in front of my camera, because I'm not doing all that. You don't need to. Be the divas you are, dress up, be fabulous, sit in front of the camera and talk to your audience. It's okay if you perform a few songs, just sit down. Just sit down and look lovely. Let them look at you and admire you for you just being you. Don't be in the living room trying to sell your kicking and dancing. Don't do that, my ladies, my divas. Don't do that. You are not a rockette in your living room. You are not a rockette in your living room. So don't do that. Stay focused with your live. Try to sell your live to the people that support you on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't be kicking all over your living room and trying to thinking you're a dancing queen. You don't need to do all that. Let people who support you and remember you and know what you can do on the stage support you. Don't be trying to sell this drag when you're trying to be the DJ, be the set designer, bring the liquor, try to be the comedian. That don't work. Everybody has a specific job when it comes to entertainment. I just have several hats that I can do, but I don't do them all at one time. Today, it's the Stephanie Stevens Show, and that's what I focus on. And it's the Yo Girl series. Like I said, I'm here talking about the LGBT pronoun community, what's trending in our community now, what people are talking about, and what's all the gossip. So I ran across this story, so this is what I wanted to talk about tonight. So I have a focus and a direction. So you queens doing them lives, make sure you have that. And don't be in your living room kicking and dancing and doing all this stuff because it don't look right. I love you, but if you're not in a club and stuff like that, don't be doing all that. Be more personalized with your audience. People that love you, people that support you, they will understand that you don't need to be doing all that kicking and dancing and all that stuff. Don't do all that. So, like I said, thank you guys for joining me here on the Yo Girl series, a part of the Stephanie Stevens Show. And today we were talking about the sleeping drag queen from Palm Beach, Florida, and about drag queens in Dayton, Ohio that are offering curbside service. So that's what we were talking about today. Hi, John. Hi, Mercedes. Today we were talking about the, like I said earlier, we were talking about the sleeping drag queen that was snoring and speaking in tongues when she was sleeping. She fell asleep on her live on Facebook. It was quite funny. When I came across it, I couldn't stop laughing. But that's what I was talking about today. And about the drag queens in Dayton, Ohio that are now offering curbside service. They're serving hot dogs, beer, hamburgers, liquor to people that just pull up to the curb. So that's what I was trending today on Facebook. So that's what I was just talking about. So I'm glad that you guys got to see my Yo Girls series tonight. This will be part of the Stephanie Stevens Show every week. I will be giving you the 411 on what's happening in the LGBT pronoun community every week. what you guys are watching, what you're talking about. And today we were talking about the sleeping drag queens and the drag queens from Dayton, Ohio that were offering curbside service. So it was quite funny. We've been on a while. We've had lots of people discussing it and talking about what they thought about it. And at the end of the day, Miss Woman made $1,900, more than almost any live queen has been on, even in a group. She made $1,900 from people watching her live on Facebook sleep. She had the best gig in the world. That is the best gig in the world. You go to sleep and you wake up and you got $1,900. And at the beginning of the show, she actually said that she was just there to support the other queens and that she didn't have any money. She had $9 left in the bank. And look at it. At the end of the day, they blessed her. She was drinking lots of vodka and cranberry though. But she ended up going to sleep live on Facebook and making $1,900. Your gig can't get no better than that. I can't believe it. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. This hat was in my bag. I know everybody's like, what does she have that St. Patrick's Day hat on? I was feeling it. I don't know. I just felt the hat. I thought a little bling. I didn't have anything else blingy for you, so I thought a little bling, that'll work. So I knew it would at least bring some conversation, and it did. Yes, John. Oh, St. Patrick's Day realness. Get you some. Well, anyway, that's why I was on today, talking to you guys from the new series that I'm going to be doing on the Stephanie Stevens Show, called Yo Girl. And I will just be giving you the 411 on what's trending on Facebook and YouTube that week in the LGBT pronoun community. So you guys have been amazing today. I know I don't have a lot of makeup on, and y'all want to see all that, but I gave you the hat. I gave you the hat. That's enough. Don't give away too much with this live stuff. Don't give them all. Then you have nothing to sell down the road. A magician never gives away all of his tricks because then you end up with nothing. So thank you guys so much. Hey, Amanda. We've had a lot of people on today. That was good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Stephanie Stevens. If you're just now joining us, Amanda, this is the Yo Girl series of the Stephanie Stevens Show, where I give you the 411 on what's trending on Facebook and YouTube in the LGBT pronoun community. So check me out. Next week, I'll be back again with the Yo Girl series. Be sure to share my video, you guys. Reva and Mercedes, please share my video with all the people out there, as many people as you can. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on the Stephanie Stevens Show, the Yo Girl series. I'm Stephanie Stevens, and today we were talking about the sleeping drag queens and the drag queens of Dayton, Ohio, offering curbside service. The girls have got their hustle on. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on the Stephanie Stevens Show. You guys have a blessed and safe week. Stay strong and stay fabulous.